A live look outside this morning from our tech center cam. The snow left as quickly as it came with hardly anything sticking on the roads this morning. And it is going to be a cold morning, but warm temperatures are on the way. Plus.
Lost. Just lost.
This morning, a memorial is growing outside of East High School as the community remembers Luis Garcia weeks after he was shot leaving campus. And Colorado is one step closer to passing a bill allowing safe injection sites. The goal, help people with addictions. You're watching CBS. You are watching CBS Colorado Mornings on CBS News Colorado. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, March 2nd. I'm Michelle Griego. Thanks so much for waking up with us this morning. Let's get over to First Alert meteorologist Kelly Zinandri. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Happy Thursday. Well, this is what we're watching for you on this Thursday morning. We'll have cloudy conditions this morning, but sunshine will return by this afternoon. And then we have another small storm we're tracking that will arrive tomorrow evening. And then looking ahead to the weekend, dry and mild weather returns. On the First Alert satellite and radar, we're still seeing some lingering snow showers in southeast Colorado, passing through Lamar and Springfield this morning, some light flurries. Currently at the airport, 22 degrees, 29 downtown. Winds are light this morning out of the southwest at 5 miles per hour, so it feels like 16 degrees out there. Definitely want to bundle up this morning because it is chilly out there. You want the hat, gloves, and warm coat, but by this afternoon, sunshine will return and we'll have a bit more mild weather. Taking you through the day, by noon, 38 degrees. We'll see decreasing clouds right around the lunch hour, and then by 3 p.m., dry conditions, 41 degrees here in Denver with partly sunny skies. Coming up in the full forecast, we'll tell you more about the snow arriving tomorrow night and just how much you can expect.
All right, thanks so much, Callie. Let's get a check on your drive this morning. Here's a look at our mousetrap camera. This is I-25 near 58th. You can see traffic moving right along. Not too many people out on the roadway just yet, so things are really looking good in this section of I-25 as you approach downtown Denver. Our wide metro map does show a slight bit of slowing just north of that area, but not causing any delays. As you could see, traffic was very, very light. Wide metro map showing a lot of green on the screen. Of course, those average speeds as you head out the door at this point this morning, which is wonderful to see. And we'll take a look a little farther north on I-25. This is Thornton to Denver, average speed 65 miles per hour with a 9-minute drive from 120th to I-70.
Mackenzie, thank you. We are continuing to cover the safety concerns at East High School with a sad update. The Denver East High School student shot leaving campus last month has died. Luis Garcia was 16 years old. Our Kennedy Cook has been covering this story for you. And Kennedy, a memorial for the teen is growing.
Hi there, Michelle. Now, it has been an emotional last few weeks for the entire East High School community. Now, students joined together demanding change after 16-year-old Luis Garcia was shot in his car outside of East High School. And just yesterday afternoon, Garcia's friends and family said their final goodbyes. Now, after days of fighting to survive, Garcia's family took him off life support Wednesday afternoon. Friends of Garcia tell us the hospital room was filled, corner to corner, and Garcia died surrounded by his loved ones. And while the entire East community grieves this loss, they continue to navigate safety concerns in and around school. Now, many students still saying they feel unsafe at school and are still demanding changes. And Michelle, as you mentioned, that memorial is growing. We see flowers and cards and pictures in Garcia's memory, and students are certainly still grieving that loss. Now, the family has set up a fundraiser to help with funeral expenses, and we have all of that detailed for you all on our website at cbscolorado.com. Live in Denver, Kennedy Cook covering Colorado First.
Kennedy, thank you. An update this morning. A new bill at the state capitol is aiming to protect renters from unfair evictions. The measure would prevent those evictions unless a tenant fails to pay rent after receiving written notice or commits a substantial lease violation. The bill's sponsors say too many families are being kicked out of their homes.
One of the #1 issues that they are faced with is housing instability. So many families that are on the brink of eviction, and it's completely unacceptable and unjust.
The Colorado Apartment Association opposes the measure, saying it will complicate the rental process and drive up costs. Colorado lawmakers are considering safe injection sites for people struggling with addiction. The Overdose Prevention Center authorization bill passed out of committee and now goes to the full House. We are covering Colorado First at the state capitol this morning, and our Justin Adams is there. And Justin, this idea was proposed in Colorado before, but it failed.
Yeah, Michelle, actually back in 2018, it actually passed from the Denver City Council, but it never passed at the state level. Now, supporters say that this would save lives, and opponents say that this will only encourage drug use. The Overdose Prevention Center authorization bill would allow cities and towns to have safe injection sites. At these overdose prevention centers, people could use drugs in supervised environments with safe needles and medical support on hand. Fentanyl test strips would also be available, and the centers would not provide any of the drugs. Now, according to city data in Denver, we have seen 231 people that have died from fentanyl. Already this year, 18 people have died. In Denver, Justin Adams, covering Colorado First.
Justin, thank you. With mountain communities continuing to face off with issues receiving their mail, one high country community has now hired a law firm as they take the next steps. Right now, the lawsuit is still only a possibility, but towns like Crested Butte are fed up. It's so bad, people in town have given up on the post office there. Some driving 5 hours to Aspen or 30 miles to Gunnison to pick up their mail because it's faster than waiting in line at their local post office.
We feel like we need to band together to get results, to get support for those employees, to really address these national contracts with carriers that are dropping parcels at our postal boxes and overwhelming our little communities.
Colorado Senators Michael Bennet and John Hickenlooper have asked the Postmaster General to tour Colorado to showcase these issues. It is 5:06 right now, 29 degrees outside, and Kelly, it's going to be cold, but things are going to be warming up too.
They are. Later this afternoon, we'll climb into the low 40s. Michelle, will have sunshine return and dry conditions. Currently, though, it's a very cool start to your Thursday. 22 degrees at the airport, 21 in Boulder, a chilly 3 in Breckenridge, a goose egg in Leadville this morning, 13 in Lake City, 22 in Alamosa, as well as Steamboat, and 21 in Craig to kick off your Thursday. Over the next 12 hours, by lunchtime, we'll see decreasing clouds. Sunshine will return, and temperatures will climb into the mid-40s today. And with that sunshine, it'll feel a bit warmer out there with just a light breeze. Zero chance for any precipitation today, but we do have another chance to see a rain-snow mix tomorrow evening. We'll have details on that and time things out for you coming up in the full forecast.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Right now, people in Greece are trying to make sense of things after a deadly train collision there. Protests erupted on Wednesday, and we are seeing images of police firing tear gas as protesters threw rocks. At least 43 people died when a freight train and passenger train collided on Wednesday. Police arrested a station master. He is now facing manslaughter charges that he denies. The country's transport minister got choked up speaking with reporters. He promised a transparent investigation moving forward before resigning later in the day. And the country's prime minister called the situation a tragic human error. Greece has had the worst rail safety record in the EU for the past decade, and rescue crews are still searching for survivors, and the number of those killed is expected to rise. Right now, more than 60 people are recovering after receiving care at the hospital. More than 80 people were hurt. Temperatures in one carriage that caught fire reached more than 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Competition gets underway today as high schools across the state battle it out to become state champions, and one school in particular is going for their first ever title. And Broncos money is funneling into the city of Aurora. How you can help a new program decide how to spend it for our kids.
First alert weather, from a big storm threatening to what you need to know to plan the perfect outdoor Colorado weekend. We're always here to get you ready. That's why we first alert.